Okay, welcome everyone. It is the Pens Elite 14U versus the St. Catharines Badgers. And off to a quick start here. Garner centers it over towards Mertens, and that goes up and over to the net. Garner going back to the net, shot, and pad save by the Badgers goalie. Pens off to a quick start here. 10:54 left in the first. And I have Frank helping me. Thank you, Frank Herbert, for the video cameraing work. Ray Foltz facing off, has on wing Lundy and Whitehead, Herbert and Relier on point. Relier up towards Whitehead. Whitehead trying to get that up the ice. Here goes Lundy. Lundy trying to get that, driving that to the net. She's stopped by a Badger. And there's Ray Foltz. Sends it to the point to Herbert. Herbert with a big laser of a shot and pad save by the Badgers goalie. So 10:29 in the first. Facing off is Kirsch. Back to McCarthy. McCarthy tried to shoot, goes to the side. Puck comes around to Ligda. Ligda back to the point, and that goes all the way down the ice. Swisham chasing it. Swisham picks that up, cuts back, takes a look. Swisham goes behind the net, sends it up to Ligda. Ligda trying to get that over to Kirsch. Whitehead helping her out. Badgers do get a control of that puck, shot towards the net. That's picked up by Tarasovic. Tarasovic tripped up, and Badgers shoot towards the net. That goes wide. Swisham checking that player, and puck goes out of the zone and down the ice. In this oddly shaped rink, it's definitely the shortest neutral zone I think I've ever seen outside of Granville, British Columbia. Monaco down the ice. And Howe with Pilarski out to Howe. Howe with a shot. And then Ray Foltz with a shot. That goes wide. Some great work there by the girls. And Badgers working their way down the ice. Nice check there by Relier. And Monaco sends it back over to the weak side where Pilarski is. Badgers do keep that puck in. Picked up now by Relier. Relier coming up the ice. Headman's out to Howe. Howe driving up the ice. And no ice on that. Howe pressuring. And Howe going in to get the puck. Comes back out to Webster. Tarasovic. Herbert. Shot. Comes back to Webster. Webster almost with a shot. Macrogiannis in net today. Webster coming back down the ice. Over to Garner. Garner driving it in. Toe drag. And Badgers D working really hard. Shot on the Badgers goalie with a save. 8:10 left in the first. Ray Foltz. Over to Garner. Garner sends that back to point to Tarasovic. Back to Garner. Garner trying to drive in through the top of the house. Big shot and in. And that opens the first goal of the game. 7:56 in the first. So 1-0 Penguins. Got Kirsch with Lundy and Whitehead on wing. Kirsch driving up the ice. Kirsch working in with Lundy. And Whitehead on the far wing. Kirsch coming back. Comes back over to Monaco. Monaco cuts back. She's checked into the boards. Shot towards the net. Nice shot by Monaco on the net. Pad saved by the goalie, rebounds. Now Lundy picks that up. Lundy back towards Whitehead. Whitehead sends that back to the point. That does go wide of Monaco, sticking out into the neutral zone. Monaco, backhand pass up to Whitehead. Whitehead trying to backhand that over to Kirsch. That's blocked. Sweesham now taking a look. Comes back to Whitehead. Whitehead. She tries to get it out now over to Monaco. Monaco. A lot of pressure here from the Badgers. And Badgers get control of that puck. Out front, nobody there. Ligda now. Ligda picks up that puck. And she starts driving up the ice. Up through the top. And chips off the board back to Ray Foltz. Ray Foltz trying to get that back around to Ligda. Badgers now back to Herbert. Nice interception shot. That's blocked by the Badgers D. And Badgers start working that back up the ice. And they go for a change. Ray Foltz there. Picks that puck up. Ray Foltz now starts rushing down the ice. Has with her McCarthy on the far side. Over to McCarthy. McCarthy shot. Glove save by the Badgers goalie. Okay, Penguins go for a line change. Got Howe, Pilarski, and Mertens out. Mertens chips that towards the net. Pilarski there. Pilarski trying to wrap that around. Howe going in to help. Relier pinches in. Oh, nice backhand. That goes wide behind the net. And Badgers trying to rush to get that out. Howe pinches in. And that's called off. Now, headman's up towards Howe. Oh, and they're going to call that.
Oh, I heard that hit.
I did. I heard, I think Howe touched that. So, but ref's not having any of that. That's okay. 5:33 left in the first. Sweesham picks that up. Dumps that back. And Tarasovic cycles it around. Doesn't have a clear path out. Does send that up the boards to Webster. Webster over towards Garner. Garner doesn't have a clear entry in. So sends that across the ice to Kirsch, and Kirsch drives in now. She's held up by two of the Badgers. And Tarasovic up the boards to Garner. Garner starts making a rush for it again. Garner loses control of that puck. And Sweesham there at the point to keep the puck in and drives it in. Badgers work it back the other way, and Tarasovic rushing to knock that puck out of the way. Sweesham now has a breakaway. Oh. Penguins were in a change. Coach is calling for too many men. And the refs are going to call out an icing. I think that's Lundy facing off. Headman's out up to Ray Foltz. Ray Foltz driving down the ice. She splits the 2D. She's up with Whitehead. Big shot. Goes up and over the net. Whitehead picks it up on the other side, sends it back around to Ray Foltz. And Badgers defense get it and start working that out of the zone. Monaco chips that up the boards. And that is offside. At 3:56 left in the first period. Ray Foltz facing off, has on wing Whitehead and Lundy. Monaco chips out ahead. Whitehead working that in the corner. And Rayfolt's trying to bring that up. She's blocked by a bunch of Badgers. And the Badgers dump it in. Now Relier trying to send that up the boards. That's blocked again by the Badgers. Badgers putting up some good battles here. And Relier and Rayfolt's working together. Badgers do win that, send that to the point, and Rayfolt's now trying to get that. Girls having a little bit of a hard time getting that out of zone. Rayfolt's now up towards McCarthy, and McCarthy headmans that up to Ligda, and Badgers send it back the other way. Ligda over, trying to send that across. Mertens in there, and they're going to call that interference. Oh, they're going to call it interference on the Badgers, and this is the first power play of the game for the Penguins. 2:34 left in the first, so we'll have a full 2-minute penalty. Shot. Nice shot by Whitehead. That goes behind the net. Tarasovic to Herbert. Back to Tarasovic. Tarasovic to Whitehead. Whitehead cycling around. Gets that back to Tarasovic. Open path. Nice shot along the ice. Big rebound. Comes back out to Herbert. Herbert trying to pass that across, and Badgers get it and dump that down the ice. Now, as you know, in Canadian hockey, the rules are normal. So they are, there's icing allowed when you're on the penalty kill. Nice D-to-D pass. Tarasovic shot and deflected off the Badger player. Herbert rushes back, sends that over to Tarasovic. Tarasovic back to Herbert. Herbert up to Mertens and over to Whitehead, and Whitehead trying to get some time and space here. Whitehead back to Mertens. Mertens cross ice towards Swisham, and the puck comes back out into this tiny neutral zone. Monaco has the puck, sends it around the boards. 44 seconds left on the power play. Swisham up towards Garner. Garner headmans that up to Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz breaking that in. And Badgers again trying to clear it. Nice keep in at the point there by Swisham. She sends it forward to, and Webster gets it shot on net. That goes wide. Webster picks that up and cycling across the top again. Shot and in, or sorry, not in, blocked, and another attempted shot by Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz again trying to get a pass across to Garner, but Badgers intercept that and dump that down the ice. Monaco picks it up, takes that behind the Penguins' net, trying to make, oh, we're back at even strength. And here goes Swisham. Swisham driving in, big shot, and save by this Badgers goalie. 23 seconds left in the first period. Kirsch facing off. Howe goes in to pick it up. Kirsch over towards net's off, and that's called down. Good movement right away by the girls. So we got Howe on wing, Pilarski on wing, Kirsch at center, Herbert and Relier on point. Kirsch. Back to Relier. Relier doesn't have a nice shooting lane. Just passes it up towards Kirsch and shot. And that is the end of the first period. Well, good period. I think girls had a little bit of trouble breaking into the zone. They kept getting blocked by the Badgers. So we still want to see some close-up shots. There was more than yesterday's game, though. Yeah, 1-0 game so far. Frank, any thoughts?
It's cold, and I don't have a Tim's with me.
Frank is missing his Tim's. So, and it's cold.
My hands are cold.
But at least it's an early enough game we can go get Tim's right after the game.
I'm game for
Yeah. So is that you controlling the music?
It is.
How are you doing that?
Well,
You have your cell
Anthony,
phone?
you have to be awesome.
Oh, I see. You have
to
your
start off the day being awesome.
cell phone there. Frank has got this. He's done a great job. So in the room next door, he's got wireless receiver, I guess.
Bluetooth, yeah.
Bluetooth hooked up into the
AV rack.
AV rack.
Referees
And,
don't know what's going on.
And the referees
They
are like, "Where's that music coming from?"
They like it.
Yeah. So that's really awesome. It's good. Actually, it was a good rink for being wired. They got something nice there. Okay, start of the second. Webster out front, and nobody able to connect to that. Herbert gets that on the point, sends it around the boards behind the Badgers' net. Garner picks that up. Garner looking for somebody to pass to. Backhand around to Webster. Whitehead now has it. Drives it up, trying to get that out front. She's blocked by the Badgers, and Badgers break out of their zone. Badgers trying to break down the other way. That's picked up by Garner. Garner, nice with a nice back check. Toe drag and stick handle on the goalie, and nice backhand and up into the top corner, making that a 2-0 hockey game at 14-11 in the second. Okay, new line out. So Ligda, Mertens, Lundy, and on the point is Swisham and Tarasovic. Mertens breaking down the ice right away, and Ligda on the side tries to get that back to Tarasovic. Tarasovic over to Swisham. Swisham dumps it back in towards Ligda. Ligda driving that in, and Badgers do get that and start taking that out. Tarasovic picks that up though and sends that back the other way. She blows a tire, and and a trip. Blows the tire because blows the tire, was tripped and fell, and that's the Penguins' second power play. 2 minutes, 13:38. Penguins have a new line out here. It's going to be Rayfoltz, Webster, Garner, and Swisham and Tarasovic on point. Tarasovic backhands that back in. Rayfoltz over to Swisham. Swisham tries to shoot towards the net. That's blocked. And the Badgers get control of that puck and send that down the ice. Tarasovic rushing down. Takes that behind the Penguins net. Swisham back over to Tarasovic. Tarasovic has that up to Webster. Webster driving down the ice. She breaks in with Garner. Garner now. Nice stick handle work. Sends that over towards Rayfoltz on the far side. Rayfoltz with some nice stick handle work. Back over to Tarasovic. Tarasovic shot. And that goes up over the goalie's catcher and into the back of the net. Or maybe below the catcher for a 3-0 hockey game. Power play goal. 12:52 left in the second period. Tarasovich, or sorry, Relier. Relier has the puck. She starts driving that up the ice. And, shot towards the net. McCarthy has that behind the Badgers net, trying to get that out front, center it. Howe and Mertens were there. Monaco over towards McCarthy, and they start driving that up. Howe. Working there. Here goes Monaco. Monaco driving that up the ice. Monaco stick handling that in. Has with her McCarthy. Monaco. Howe now in there. Howe trying to center that. And Mertens comes in to help. Howe rushing over to the far side. And nice work by Herbert to keep that in. Herbert with a nice shot. Save. And back to Monaco. Monaco, big shot to the net. McCarthy trying to deflect that high. In goes Mertens. Mertens passes that out with her skate. McCarthy. McCarthy unable to get her stick on it. She was tied up by the player in front. And cross check on McCarthy. And McCarthy is going to the box.
Bad parenting. That's what that is. It's bad parenting.
Oh, is that what that
When it
is?
starts.
Yep.
Starts in the house.
Here goes Tarasovich. Tarasovich sends it around the board. We're on our first penalty kill. Badgers are going to look to try to get one on the board in this power play. But Penguins get control of it right away. Kirsch over towards Lundy. And Badgers trying to get control. Kirsch, though. Kirsch, nice back check. Gets that in, backhand towards the goalie. Sends that back to the point to Tarasovich. Girls doing a great job of the penalty kill. Lundy. Badgers work that out of their zone. Tarasovich there to pick it up, sends that back up to Kirsch, and Kirsch starts driving that in. 58 seconds left in this PK, and it's been mostly in the Badgers zone, which is really good job by the girls. Nice keep in there by Herbert. Herbert picks that up. She's tied up by the Badgers. And Herbert trying to get that out front. In goes Ligda. Ligda. She falls. And Badgers get control and start working that out of their zone. 26 seconds left in the PK. Whoa. That hit somebody on the bench. Refs are going to allow that to continue. And Herbert trying to get that out of the zone. She does successfully. And great job. 7 seconds left. And we're back at even strength. Badgers now breaking in. And Penguins now getting control. Ligda working the puck down the ice, has with her Rayfoltz. Oh, big shot. Webster, shot off the shoulder of the goalie, way up in the air. Ligda goes to get that in the corner, and it's going to be a high stick call on that one. At 8:58 left in the second period. Okay, so out on the ice we have Webster, Pilarski, Mertens. On point we have Monaco and Sweezum. Monaco dumps the puck in to the zone. Sweezum now gets out on point. Big shot to the net, glove save. And goalie pushes it into corner. Badgers trying to get that out of their zone. And that comes out into neutral zone where Monaco is. Monaco, D-to-D pass over to Swissem. Swissem up to Webster. Webster up to Mertens. And Mertens driving in. She's hooked. No call. And shot towards the net. Mertens back around to Webster. Webster. Webster trying to get that out front. And the Badgers stop that. Puck then goes out of play. And the whistle blown. 8:07 left in the second period. It's a cool 15 degrees out there this morning. Puck is dropped. Lundy now working that puck with Relier. Puck comes back to Herbert. Herbert chips that up towards Garner. Garner going in. Garner back to Howe. And Howe loses her stick. And Lundy keeps that puck in. Garner and shot towards the net. Off the post. Howe goes to retrieve it on the other side. Backhands around the boards. And Lundy's there to pick it up behind the net. Garner. Lundy working that. Badger send that around the boards. Relier there to pick it up from the point. Sends that up to Lundy. Lundy over to Garner. Garner knocked down. In goes Lundy. Here's Howe. Howe trying to send that back to the point. Relier picks that up. Relier driving that in. Howe goes in to help Garner. Howe chips that out. Now rushes for it. Garner sends that back. Back to Herbert. Herbert sends that up the ice towards Ligda. Garner going in. Oh, nice little stick handle work. Making that 4-0 hockey game. 6:31 left in the second period. Now, Frank, do you know, does it go into running time when they hit 5?
I do not know. I do know that we will have an ice flood between the periods.
They almost don't need an ice flood. They could save the time. Get ahead on the day so they don't get behind at the end of the day. Goes Kirsch. Kirsch trying to backhand that to the net. Sends that back to Tarasovic. And that goes all the way down the ice. Tarasovic rushing down, being chased by the Badger player. Over to Swissem. Kirsch coming up. Whitehead. Whitehead tries to backhand that over to Kirsch. Whitehead chasing that up the ice. Here goes Kirsch. Kirsch over to Whitehead. Whitehead shot and in. Nice play by the girls. That's 5-0. Well, I guess I could update the score here. Monaco chips that up the boards to Lundy. Lundy trying to get that around to Pilarski. Pilarski back out towards Lundy. Badgers battling. Here goes Pilarski. Pilarski gets that up front, centers that. And Relier over to Howe. Howe driving that in. Monaco pinches in. Howe covers her. Monaco takes that behind the net. And backhand in. Pilarski picks that up behind. Sorry, that's. Yep, Pilarski picks that up behind the net. Nice work there by Lundy. Gets that back to point to Monaco. Monaco with a shot. Howe there, trying to get that out front, battling with the Badger player. Pilarski comes in to help, gets that over towards Relier. Relier now driving that in, and shot towards the net. Rayfoltz chips that up to McCarthy. McCarthy trying to pull that down, and back to Relier. Relier over to Monaco. Monaco with a big slap shot goes up and over the net. Rayfoltz on the other side to pick it up, and big hit on Rayfoltz and boarding, and be another power play for the Penguins. 3:37 left in the second period. Okay, we've got Mertens on the ice with Garner. Garner and Whitehead. Mertens. Now Whitehead over towards Herbert. Herbert chips that up the boards to Mertens waiting on the side. Mertens over towards Whitehead. Whitehead over to Herbert. Herbert back over to Whitehead. Collision. She still maintains control of the puck. And over towards Garner. Garner unable to get a shot off. Garner has it behind the net. Takes a look at who's open. Garner's going to go right out front and then just put that in the net. For a 6-0 hockey game. They will only put a 5-goal spread on the board, but the How Hockey Live will record it accurately. Kirsch. Over to Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz back to Monaco. Monaco over to Swisham. 2:43 left in the second. Rayfoltz to Webster. Webster around the boards to Kirsch. Kirsch, nice 360 there. And sends that back to Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz back to the point to Monaco. Monaco with a laser of a shot. Kirsch trying to just tuck that in behind the goalie's pad. She's blocked. Kirsch over to Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz, Monaco's shot. And Badgers now get that out of the zone and down the ice. Rayfoltz comes back to pick that up, and she starts chipping that up the boards towards Webster. Webster breaks into the Badger zone, has with her Kirsch, and she steered to behind the net. Kirsch, oh! Somebody got a roughing. Webby. Webster does not agree with that penalty. .147 left in the second period. Badgers on the power play. Relier. Sends it around the boards to Lundy. Lundy. To Relier. Relier. Works out, Lundy. Lundy chips that in down the ice. 1:33 left in the power play here. Badgers try to get that and work that up the ice. Badgers do get it out of the zone. Picked up by Herbert. Herbert under pressure, but still has control. Chips that up the boards to Ligda. Ligda dumping that into the zone. Badgers now working that back the other way. Relier there. Sends that down the ice. Badgers do dump it in. Herbert picks it up behind the Penguins net. 1 minute left in the penalty kill. Ligda there to pick it up. Ligda chipping that up off the boards. Kept in by Badgers. Badgers shoot towards the net. And Badgers send that out front. Nobody there to shoot. Badgers trying to get shot off. And they do. They get their first goal of the game. Backhand off of one of the passes. So 21 seconds left in the second period. Whitehead picks that up. Whitehead driving down the ice. She's driving in. She's tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty. And most of that penalty will be served in the third period. Says there's only 9 seconds left in this game, or in this second period. Penguins on another power play. 9 seconds. Kirsch trying to chip that ahead. Comes back to Tarasovic. Tarasovic with a laser shot. It was a ding that you heard off the post. And that is the end of the period. So stay tuned. Come back in 12 minutes. Now, I'm going to pause the stream. This is so I save. I have an unlimited Canada plan, but it's limited, so I got to save on bandwidth. So I'm going to hit pause here. So I'll hit pause. Working that down the ice. Penguins trying to get that back up the ice. Whoa! Big collision there, and Kirsch will be going to the box.
I don't know. I think she just didn't stop.
It was a accident. One of those incidental.
Said he has to take it.
It could look like they were shooting. I know, but it will look like they were.
Oh, Canadians are so polite. He's apologizing.
Yeah. That's so I don't know if you heard that the ref was just blows, but very polite referee, and that's what you get in Canada. So great job by the referees today. So
Yeah, very good.
yeah, keeping good control of the game, and up to Webster. Swisham now trying to take that in. That was offside. 13:40. Looks like they're going to leave it running time. And, we are 4-on-4. They're running time because of the 5-goal spread. So we got out here Whitehead, Howe, Monaco, and Relier. Relier up towards Howe. Howe driving that in. Howe with Whitehead. Howe trying to get that out front. Oh! Howe wrapped that around and almost in. There, she picks up the puck again and trying to bring that around. And nice work. Monaco there. Big shot from Monaco. And we are now 5-on-4. Back to Relier. Relier over towards Whitehead. Chip off the board and goes all the way down. Monaco going in to pick that up. Badgers do shot towards the net. That goes behind the net. And now Girls trying to get that out of the zone. Another shot towards the net. 3 seconds shot of the penalty, and we'll be back at even strength here. 12-13 shot, And Macrogiannis with the save. Kirsch is now out of the box. We're back at even strength, and it is running time. 12 minutes left in the third. Tarasovic sends it around the boards to Herbert. Herbert headmans that up towards Mertens. Mertens driving in with Garner. Garner towards Mertens. Mertens trying to get that into the net. Lundy. Towards Herbert. Garner. Lundy now picks that up, sends that back to Herbert. Herbert. D-to-D pass over to Tarasovic. Tarasovic trying to send that up to Mertens. That goes wide, picked up by the Badgers. Badgers trying to get that out. But Herbert keeps that puck in nicely. Lundy there to help. Lundy with Garner. Garner's stick handling at the side. Sends that back to Herbert. Herbert skates across the top. Beautiful shot and off the post. Tarasovic dumps that in. And Badgers send that down the ice, and they're not going to call that an icing. And Rayfolt's bringing that back. Rayfolt's driving that down the ice. She stick handles around. Ligda going in there up towards McCarthy. Back down to Rayfolt's. Rayfolt's trying to get that back to Monaco. Chips that into the side. Back around to McCarthy. McCarthy. And Badgers chip that out of the zone. Monaco now driving that down the ice. Sends that up to McCarthy. McCarthy breaks that in. McCarthy trying to takes that around the net, tries to do a wraparound. That rebounds Rayfolt's with another shot and another shot. Goalie doing some good saves here. Rayfolt's back to Monaco. Monaco lays over a shot. That goes wide. Rayfolt's picks up the bounce off the board, sends that back around to Ligda. Ligda back to Rayfolt's. Rayfolt's chips that off the boards to Monaco. Monaco one-timer shot towards the net. And Ligda now has control. Back around. There. Monaco keeping that puck in. 9 minutes left in the game. Swisham keeps that puck in on the point, and Badgers do finally get that out. Monaco looking to drive that in. Oh, and could have been a close too many men, but no call there. Mertens coming back the other way. Sprelier chipping that up the boards towards Webster. Webster headmans that to Kirsch. Kirsch driving that in. Oh! Kirsch lost control there. And bad collision into the board. Is that our mouth guard in the circle?
No, that was there earlier. But she hit Cage first.
Oh, that's don't like to see that. That's 8:05. Oh, she maybe tripped on that and then.
She'll be fine. The Kirsch family builds them strong.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Herbert assures me the Kirsches are built strong.
Yeah. They're built for this.
Yeah. So she just needs to catch her wind and. Do they have EMTs in Canada?
So each Canadian team is to have a trainer. So they may have a trainer that.
A trainer that knows the. Kirsch is moving around. She's.
I think she had the wind knocked.
Yeah,
out of her.
I think wind.
Yep. Maybe your breakfast came back up.
Yep. That's never any fun.
Nope.
Especially a hotel breakfast. But we're going to go to some cool places after in Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to look up on Google Maps where a good breakfast place is.
Right.
Yeah.
Sunset Grill, I hear, right?
Oh, Sunset Grill.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that the Canadian IHOP?
Well, there's the
Tim Hortons?
no, there was a really good I want to say Sunshine, but I'm see if it's
Sunset or Sunshine?
yeah,
That's right. It's probably Sunshine.
maybe. Anyways, I'm going to look it up and see where get a good brunch. Then we got pretty much 10 hours till our next game at 7 p.m.
Yeah. Get some homework done.
Yeah, there is lots of homework. Well, Kirsch is on her feet. And slowly skating back. 8:05 left in the third. Herbert helping her cross the ice. And looks like they'll be going to the dressing room. Okay, back to the face-off, 8:05 left in the third. Well, I hope Kirsch heals up quickly. And now we'll start with Garner, Mertens, and Webster on forward. Tarasovic and Relier on D. Tarasovic drives the puck into the zone, stops. Passes it back to Webster. Webster has with her Garner. Webster out to Mertens. And Mertens up over the shoulder of the goalie to make it 7-1. Lundy facing off with Ligda and Whitehead. Whitehead driving up, big shot. Swisham pinching in. Swisham sends that across. And it's going to be a head contact.
Head contact with a high stick.
Oh, a head contact with a high stick. So. .622 left in the third. Running time. Back to Herbert. Herbert. Big shot.
Ref lost sight of the puck.
The net looks a little off. Or is that just my... No, maybe not. Rayfoltz. Back to Herbert. Back to Herbert. Herbert, shot towards the net. Great job. Now Relier. Back to Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz over to Herbert. Herbert over to Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz driving that in. Herbert trying to get that up towards Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz backhands that around the boards. In chases Pilarski. Pilarski. Back around. Herbert sends that back to Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz taking a look. Pilarski at the side. Rayfoltz. Howe trying to get open at the front. And Rayfoltz back to Herbert. Herbert over towards Relier. Relier shot to the net. Oh, Howe trying to chip that. And that goes wide. Comes back to Rayfoltz. Rayfoltz over to Herbert. Herbert, big shot to the net. And 33 seconds left in this power play. 4:52 running time. Comes back to Tarasovic. Tarasovic across to Swissem. And puck all the way down the ice. Headman to Garner. We're back at even strength. McCarthy. Chips that across to Garner. Garner trying to steer that puck into the net. That goes wide. Garner picks it up from the back. She's knocked down. And Badgers taking that puck the other way. They chip that off and go for a chase. 3:55 left in the third. Garner driving that into the Badger zone. And Relier shot goes wide. Garner trying to do a wraparound there, blocked by the defense. Monaco working at the side. Monaco now trying to drive that to the net. Shot and in. Making that an 8-1 hockey game. Okay, we got out here Lundy, Pilarski, Howe, and on defense, Relier. Badgers trying to put the Penguins on a voluntary power play, but ref was having none of that. Made sure even strength. Oh, center. Almost a goal there. Monaco with a big shot towards the net. Lundy working with Pilarski. Howe staying high. And back to Monaco. Monaco with a big shot. Blocker save in pinches. Relier. And now the girls race back. Lundy up towards Howe. Howe driving it up the ice. Howe backhands that in. And Badgers do steer that out, and Badgers start working back the other way. 1:50 left in the game. Herbert there to pick up that puck and try to get that out of the zone. And Herbert now on the rush into the zone. Ooh, boards. But nothing. That was hockey, so nothing called. Herbert again shot towards the net. How many goals has Gabby got this game? Did she get? Looked like she was trying to get a.
Oh, I don't think she has any. Not this game.
I didn't know if it was like a trying to get a hat trick. Herbert gets control of the puck. Gets that over towards McCarthy and back up the other way. Last minute of the game. Badgers' game pace does seem to have picked up a little bit. Here goes Tarasovic. Now to Ligda. Ligda driving in. Ligda shot towards the net. That was steered wide. Ligda picks up the puck behind the net, trying to go back the other way. Out to Howe, and Sweezum over to Monaco. Monaco driving that up, and McCarthy. McCarthy headbands out to Ligda. Ligda and Howe going in. Ligda shot towards the net. Howe goes in to pick it up behind the net. Howe trying to get that back out front. She does to Ligda. Shot. Pad saved by the goalie. And Sweezum with the last shot of the game. And the Penguins win 8-1. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Stay tuned to our game tonight at 7. The arena did get behind, so do expect to see maybe not starting by 7:30 or until 7:30 or 8. So hopefully on time. We'll see you at 7, but otherwise, have a great Saturday and see you soon. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Frank, for the great job on the camera.